Welcome to island number 13 on our 3 months 30 island itinerary here in the Maldives. And we're on island called Dhonfanu, aka Don Fun. And this island is very small, but it has a lot to offer. So stay with us because today we're taking you on a tour of the entire island. And as usual, we're starting at the harbor. Right behind me, you see a dive boat. There is only one dive center and we will take you there shortly. This is their dive boat and they go for dives several times a day. So the harbor is fairly new and they also build in fish market at the harbor. So this island is still very much developing. And even the facilities for local people are still being built by the council. So right here you see this area. They just excavated all the trees and here they are about to build a new council. Here right under the tree there's Vice President, hello. And he's also a barber here on the island.
And if you guys have been watching our TikTok and Instagram, you guys know that when we were on the other island, I did get my haircut by the president of the last island we were on.
Vice President.
Yeah, the Vice President.
Vice President of Kamadu. Oh, cut.
Yeah. Yeah, she got cut.
And here they also planning, they separated some land, they're planning to build kids playground because usually all islands by the harbor they have a kids playground, but this one doesn't have it yet, so they're about to prepare the land to build it for them. And right now we are at one and only Fehi Villa Dive Center, and they also have Fehi Villa guest house, the only one on the island. And if you want to be just among 10 tourists on the island, this is the island for you because there is only one guest house with only 5 rooms and we will take you there shortly. So they have 2 types of oxygens here, and this is called the second one nitrogen, right? And I'm not a diver. Nitrox, right? So I'm not a diver, so I believe nitrox is used for deeper dives or something like that. So they have their own equipment here. We can see some equipment over here. They use Cressy, very nice fins. And you can also get certified if you're not certified yet. They have a classroom here, they have an office, and we will take you to the guest house shortly. So this island is very local, it's very quiet and relaxing. It's very new to tourism because Fehi Villa is the only guest house and they are the first one. Maybe later on in the future there will be adding more guest houses, but for now it is the only one.
And Fehi Villa, the translation
Villa.
for that.
Fehi Villa.
Yeah.
It means green turtle. Green sea turtle. And if you're new, my name is Irina.
And my name is Devon.
And we travel full time. Maldives is our happy place. We love it so much. It is our 3rd time right now to the Maldives. And this time we're staying for 3 months, discovering 30 local islands.
And as we mentioned before, this island is number
13. So this is a store, and over here at the store they don't have an ATM, but they have BML agent. That means when the locals need some cash, they can go to this store and withdraw some money. So if you are flying to the Maldives and you need cash, be sure to use it at the airport. Dhonfanu Island is located in Ba Atoll. It is 2-hour speedboat ride from Mali Airport. You can also, the most convenient way to get to the island, you can take a domestic flight. Here is another store here at the harbor. which will take you 25 minutes, and from there Dhonfanu guest house will pick you up on a speedboat or dhoni on their own boat and bring you to the guest house. The round trip flight with the transfer is only $250 per person. And the speedboat, I think it's either $50 or $60 each way.
And here on the right hand side, you see this blue building. This is the police post, as they call it. And if you're wondering how safe the Maldives is, or if it is safe, it is very safe.
Right by the harbor, they also have a football stadium, but this is a smaller one. Right now they're building a bigger one. There are 400 people living on this island. And the locals are so friendly. I noticed Ba Atoll so far have the friendliest locals.
Yeah.
They smile, they all say hi.
As you can see, the island is really clean.
And there's still some construction materials because again the island facilities are just being developed even for the locals. But the guest house has everything that you need. They have their own restaurant, accommodations, dive excursions, and also we will tell you why this island is actually very special here in Ba Atoll.
Really tall palm trees.
Beautiful. Today early on we saw how a coconut falls from it, and it was really made a big sound.
A thud, yeah.
See you.
See you around.
And this is the guest house, Vehivela Stay. They have a beautiful archway with flowers. They are beginning to wrap all the way around. And let's go for a quick tour. This is the dining area. All guests, so there are maximum 10 guests that can stay, and they have a perfect table for the guests here. They all a common way to dine, so you all get to know each other and make friends. There is a kitchen here. You're welcome to walk in, make yourself a cup of coffee. There are 2 rooms on the ground floor and 3 rooms on the second floor or the first floor above ground. I know there are many people prefer islands that are less populated by tourists because you get more secluded experience, and it's more private, and all your dive tours and excursions maximum can have 10 people. Sometimes it's just 2 people, 4. So it's more exclusive. And what's also unique about Vehivela Stay and Dive and Excursions is that the staff here, the owners, are pretty much there for you all through the night as well. As soon as they get a call for whale shark, even at 2 in the morning, if you're up for it, they will wake you up and you will go out to see a whale shark. How amazing is that? So let's go downstairs and continue with the tour. Now you see how close this guest house to the harbor, and it's perfect because when you go out for excursions, either mantas or whale shark, sometimes you need to be at the harbor really fast, and it's so close that you can be at the shark point basically within minutes. Right across from Dhonfanu Island, you will see a private island resort called Kiha. It is so close. Feels like you can swim right across the channel and you'll be right there. And here, there are a lot of different resorts, about 8 different resorts all around here. And resorts obviously charge their guests way more for tours and diving, but here is a tip for you, my friends. If you want to save money, because the excursions are exactly the same, you can contact Fehivela Tours and guest house, and if you're staying at the resort, they will come to your resort, they will pick you up and they will take you on the excursions, and it will cost so much less. Not only that, Ba Atoll, this is a Hanifaru Bay. You can see Hanifaru Island from here, and Hanifaru Bay is known for seasonal whale sharks that you can see August and September, and mantas. Hanifaru Bay is structured so there is a channel, and during the monsoon season all the waves go through that channel and bring plankton, and that's why so much plankton is being collected in that channel specifically. So all mantas are going there during the monsoon season, July through October is already, like you can see, way less mantas. But sometimes it's never a guarantee. You can see 100 mantas, you can see 300 mantas if you're really lucky. As you can see, the reef here is really close. The very deep blue is the drop-off for the reef. So it is very close to the island, and you can snorkel around it, and there are so many turtles all around the island. The marine life is incredible here. And the whale shark point is the closest to this island as well. We've done whale shark tours from Dharavandu Island. It was just 5-10 minutes, but here it's literally 1 minute. We also have a second YouTube channel called World Travel Walking Tours, where we walk around the island with just island ambience, sights and sounds, with no talking, so you can see different parts of the island and just enjoy the natural beauty. So you can see that tour. We will leave the link in the description below. And here, I mentioned before, they're making a new football field for the local community, and this is where it's going to be.
To the left you have the power station.
So it's going to be a big
so this is going to be
stadium.
A big, yeah.
And probably be ready by the end of the year or so. There is not much construction going on the island.
Right.
And mostly
well, compared to a lot of other islands.
Right, and mostly what you see is just building homes. And this is the home is very rare that now it's not allowed. It's made by corals. You can see coral right now. It's not allowed to use corals for building houses. So this house.
So it's coral, combination of coral and limestone.
Yeah, been over 50 years old.
Yeah, so that's how you can always recognize a house that's been there for years, because they're just not built that way anymore.
I think over there is you can see Dharavandu Island. It's very close from here. It's about just 5 minutes by speedboat, and that's where the airport is located. Oh, you see the parrot?
Parrot.
Yeah, locals really like birds here, so a lot of local homes you will hear as you passing by them. You will hear different birds chirping. So what's unique about this island is pretty much located, how they like to call it, in the central area of Ba Atoll, because obviously the main attraction of Ba Atoll is the Hanifaru Bay. People from around the world come to see this manta phenomenal, and this island is the closest island to Hanifaru Bay. And how they operate here is very flexible. All other islands, all resorts have scheduled excursions. Here in Dhonfanu Island, they are very flexible. They go by whether they see anything in Hanifaru Bay. They get calls from rangers. They always send the drone out to search for nighttime whales, for mantas.
Boats as well.
Liveaboard boats give them a call. So whenever they get a call, so they don't waste your money, don't waste your time, and they genuinely want you to see and experience what you came here for. So they trying to whenever they try to search themselves with the drone several times a day. They will send the drone out to check the Hanifaru Bay, to see how many mantas are there, to check if there are any whale sharks. And if there are any, it's go time. So you always kind of ready for it, and you always need to have your gear ready. And as soon as you get a call, you just jump on the boat. That's why they're super flexible. They jump on the boat with you, and they'll take you to see mantas and whale sharks.
And because this island is so close to them, you can get there in just a few minutes.
The mosque.
So in this area on the island, it seems this is where they have most of their administrative buildings. You have a mosque here. You also have the hospital or the clinic.
And also the resorts that are here, they are not going to give you the same experience for nighttime whale sharks. Even if you're lucky and they will have a nighttime whale shark, they will just have it scheduled. They're not going to go spontaneously. Oh, there is a call, let's go. But here with Dhonfanu guys from Fehevila, they will take you as soon as 12 in the morning, 11 at night, anytime throughout the night. If they get a call, if you're willing to go for such adventure, they will take you. And it's the most affordable too. The nighttime whale shark snorkeling only costs $50 US.
Here's their health clinic.
And they also have pharmacy, STO pharmacy.
Mm-hmm. And we always suggest, if you do get a chance, if you come here and you're looking for the whale shark, and you might think, oh, it's only a daytime thing. If you ever get the opportunity to do it at night, then we highly recommend seeing it at night, because these liveaboard boats have these massive floodlights which attract plankton, which in turn attracts the whale sharks. And the whale sharks are feeding at that time. So they're not swimming around, going deep, coming back up, here, there, and everywhere, and you're chasing them. In the nighttime, number one, less people. So it's less people you're gonna have to deal with, because not everyone is willing to come out at 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to jump into the ocean in the dark to swim with a whale shark. So way less people. And two, the whale shark is feeding, like I mentioned, so it's very still. So any footage you want to get, it's gonna be perfect for you.
Or it will just circle back around.
Right.
So it will hang out for a few minutes, then make a circle and come back to the light again.
So here we have the school. As you can see, there's the American flag there, as well as the Maldivian flag. It says this building is given by the people of the United States of America as an expression of friendship and cooperation.
And the reason why it was given is because during the typhoon, there was only one devastating typhoon here in the Maldives. This school was destroyed, and the United States gave aid to rebuild this school.
So we will pass you will see another school coming up shortly, and that school is no longer active because now everyone just comes to this school here. This is kind of technically Main Street. Every island has kind of sort of a main street. As you can see, there are stores on both sides.
Most people who come to this island, they are interested in diving or snorkeling because the house reef is gorgeous all around the island and it is very close to the island. Not only that, during season you can get lucky and see whale shark right off the house reef, so you don't even need to take excursion. You can just snorkel right off the shore and be with the whale shark and mantas during season. But again, this is, you have to be lucky, it's not every day. But the guys here from Vehivila are doing a really great job with the drone and finding this type of experiences for you.
As you can see, the harbor is right over there to the right.
And as you can hear the chirping, those are the birds. So usually you can see the locals have sometimes covered for the shade area, but you can see through and there are a lot of bird cages and big ones too.
Yeah.
So some houses even have like 30 birds.
So as you can see, the young lady here, these are the, actually these, so the palm leaves, they take it, they dry it, and when they're dried, they lay them out in the sun, and when they dried, they string them together, and then they make thatch. So this goes to the resorts buy it from them, and this is the way how the local women on the island can generate income, by making these thatch and selling it to private islands.
And what's amazing about coming to islands that are more local is that you can actually see more of the local life. When you go to the Mafushi, you don't see the culture, you don't really see the way of living. Here it's more traditional, it's more conservative. Look, they are drying, oh my goodness, look at this, chili peppers. Wow!
So as you can see, they're drying chili peppers out here. Really nice.
Our very first two islands when we came to the Maldives, the local islands, were Digura and Mafushi, and we did not see even half of the things we've seen, that the way locals go about their daily life and the activities.
And we've learned so much. So for example, as you can see on this tree, they have water bottles, and you're probably like, why is water bottles hanging off a tree? Well, if you look inside the water bottles, you will see a fruit. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So you will see some type of, yeah, it's guava. So you will see that there's guava inside the bottles. And the reason they do that is because they have to protect it from the crows.
Not the crows, the bats, the fox bats.
Right, sorry, yes, the bats. You will see the bats flying around the island, and they're the ones that actually go after these fruits and eat them before they even turn green. So that's the way the locals protect it. I guess the reason why I was thinking about the bats is because what we saw, so you see the same way how they were drying the chili peppers, we saw them doing that with tuna. So they were drying the tuna in the sun right in front of their homes, and then what they would do is, I saw they use a stick, and then they hang with a fishing line, they hang a CD, like a music CD off the string, and the CD is hanging over the tuna. And we were like, why did they do that? And then what they told us was that the crows will come down. If you put tuna out there, the crows will come down and they'll eat all the tuna. But if you put a CD hanging over the tuna, the CD spins. And I don't know if you noticed, the back of a CD, the part that actually has the music, not the cover part, the shiny part, it reflects off the sun, and the crows hate that. So the crows will never come down and eat the tuna. Even if they see the tuna, they won't come down because of the, I guess, the reflection off the CD. They don't like the bright light.
Wow.
So they don't come down. And
So
we were just
cool.
blown away by that.
The sand here is powdery soft, and what's very interesting is this sand extends all the way into the street. Just the same powdery soft sand. We were walking through that street and the sand was super soft. This part of the beach is absolutely gorgeous, but it is for the locals. And if you're new, Maldives is 100% Muslim country, and you have to be covered even when you go swimming and walk around the streets and on the beach, just to be respectful to their culture. But what the local islands in the Maldives are doing is they're creating tourist bikini beaches where you can be in a bathing suit.
Look how amazing this water is, guys. And as we mentioned before, this island is known for its turtles. We just met a couple and they just came from snorkeling and they said they saw over, what, 11?
Yeah.
Over 11 turtles. There were turtles everywhere. Now this area of the island, as you notice, the dark spots, that's seagrass that's growing under the water. And turtles love seagrass, so there are a lot of turtles in this area. So if you're looking to snorkel with them, this is perfect.
And a lot of locals during the evening, when the tide is low, they come here to the grass area to catch octopus.
And that's what we're going to be doing. So if you want to see what that experience is like, we're going to be catching octopus for the first time. Make sure you check out our Instagram at Living the Globe,
TikTok.
And our TikTok at Living the Globe as well. And we're going to be posting that information there.
So for those of you who are wondering, how can I tan or go swimming in the bikini on Dhonfanu Island? Well, just 1 week ago, my friends, the council gave a part of the beach that can be used as a bikini beach. They're still developing it. There will be covers installed on both sides, because when the islands are more traditional, they are even not allowed to see tourists in the bikini. So they will install protective covers on both sides of the beach. They will install umbrellas, add loungers there, so you can enjoy the beach. But again, most people, this is a beautiful tree, right? Very unique. Most people who come to Dhonfanu Island, they come for adventure, not for the beach. So they come snorkeling around the island, diving, going for sandbanks, picnic islands. There's a lot to do. And even if it's not manta season or whale shark season, there's a lot of gorgeous snorkeling all around the island and the sandbank and all the other things that you see on other islands when you don't get to see mantas.
Now this area coming up, as you can see in the distance there, that's what island is that in the distance, babe?
Dharavandu.
Dharavandu. So we visited that island as well. We've done a walking tour. We'll leave the link to that video on that island. We also did a walking tour.
Yeah, but that island is way more popular with tourists, so you will see way more people over there.
Yes, and it is more developed and there is more guest houses.
And there's an airport, more cafes. But the food here in our guest house is actually really good, and it's very convenient that you can just come to one place, to your guest house, and you don't need to worry about which cafe will be open, what to choose. You can get everything from one place.
So where these sticks start is where they got the permission to have the bikini beach. So basically from these sticks to those sticks over there, this is all the bikini area, or will be. Again, as Irina mentioned, not everyone that comes here is about the bikini beach and tanning. It's more so adventure, but they did get the green light. As you can see, there's still rubbish on the island. This has to be cleaned up completely. and
Work
they're
in
going
process.
they're going to install the umbrellas and everything else, and this will be amazing for you to come and hang out.
So you'll get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, so hopefully by the time you come here, this will all be cleaned up and ready to go for tourists.
Yes.
And it's really cool that we're able to see these islands in kind of like their raw,
Developing
underdeveloped stage before tourism. I never thought that we would experience something like that, but it's really cool.
But there are still some islands in the Maldives that are only for locals. They don't even have any type of guest houses.
Yeah.
For example, the capital of this atoll is called Edifushi, and there are no guest houses on Edifushi.
Here's a nice tree line area here, nice and cool. Most tourists, when they come to these islands, they want to know if it does have, if you know about the local islands, you would ask whether or not it has a bikini beach, because that means you're able to go around in your bikini. But they said here people don't really even ask for it because they already know that when they come here, it's about the diving and the snorkeling.
Yeah, we actually came here originally for just one night, but when we found out about all the reef, and we decided to extend and go explore the reef because we could literally see turtles right from the shore.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a sunken car, which is really cool. I'm gonna go check that out as well.
And again, guys, keep in mind, we do stream live daily on our TikTok and every once in a while here on YouTube as well. So if you want to see what our everyday is on these islands, definitely check out our TikTok at Living the Globe.
So we pretty much went around the entire island. Just in the back of the island, there is more of a untouched jungle area.
And a few homes, local homes.
And if you would like to visit the Maldives with us, we are organizing a group trip in May 2025. Or if you would like more information about this guest house and want to use our exclusive deals for bookings, you can also contact us on our website, Living the Globe, or we also do consultations on MOTI app. We will leave all the links in the description below.
So now we're on the other side of the harbor from where we started. As you can see, the sand in between the streets, as Irina mentioned, very powdery, soft sand.
It literally makes you want to go barefoot around
Yeah.
the island.
Kind of reminds me of Fully-Do.
Yeah. Yeah, some islands have more sand, some less.
Some more compact as well.
Yeah, Kihadu Island, where we were just previously, it does not have as much sand. And even the shoreline, a lot of the part of the shoreline is protected by the boulders to stop the erosion. But here, right, even in the middle of the island, they have lots of sand. This is a boat yard area.
This is a Dhoni they're actually working on. Dhoni is a local boat here in the Maldives.
And every island we are visiting, we are creating walking tour just like this to show you what each island has to offer. And if you would like more help on how to choose a local island, we have a guide. You can take a look for free on our website, livingtheglobe.net. Just leave your email and we compare all the islands we go to by different, like 20 different parameters, and you can access that guide for free. So we hope you enjoy this video. If you do, consider clicking the heart button below our video to support our channel and give it a thumbs up. If you never thought Maldives is possible on the budget, this is what we are about. Local islands. We are visiting 30 local islands on this itinerary, and you can see what each island is all about. Just check out the playlist right here and see what the other islands are all about. Shukriya so much for watching, and we'll see you on island number 14.